Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about the 2024 general predictions for the sign of Leo. So if you are Leo Moon or Leo Ascendant, then this video is for you. These predictions are based on Vedic astrology, and first and foremost it is important to look at the 2024 transits from the moon. The reason is that every event that happens in a person's life will have an impact on the mind. The moon, as everyone knows, rules emotions, and the transits from the moon will tell us what emotions a person will feel, and the houses will tell us which area of life it will happen. Then you can look at transits from the ascendant to confirm an event. That way you can get a more precise prediction. For example, if Jupiter is transiting the 7th house from the moon, that means a person can experience some happiness and joy in their relationship. Then from the ascendant, if Jupiter is transiting the 2nd house, then we could make a prediction that a person may get married, because Jupiter in the 2nd house would show expansion in the family. So that's the basic idea. So the first area of life, career, 2024 will generally be an excellent year for Leo natives, with Saturn in a very strong position in the 7th house, which is its natural exaltation spot. Here you will be able to fulfill your obligations and responsibilities in your professional life, and at the same time put in the effort required to work towards your career goals. So this is a transit where you have to try and show better diplomacy within your workplace, and if you can do that, it will lead to better communication skills and result in less stress and improved professional relationships and mutual respect. When Saturn is in the 7th house, it means that you have to engage with other people, listen to other people, and that's how you can do better in your career. Since Leos can be quite opinionated and don't like being told what to do, if you are in a leadership position, this transit you have to be more open-minded, accept new ideas, and express a certain degree of flexibility. Even if you are not in a leadership role, you have to try and show the same qualities with your co-workers. In astrology, the first 6 houses are personal houses, while houses 7 to 12 are the interpersonal houses, which deal with other people. And as you can see, Rahu is in your 8th house and Jupiter is in your 9th house, which means that the energy here is focused around others. And depending on your natal chart, the challenge here is relationship building and welcoming other ideas and concepts. This year is particularly good for those who are working in technology and innovation, advocacy and humanitarian work, and science and research. After April 2024, Jupiter will move into your 10th house, which means that the second part of the year can be an even better year, where you can further improve career prospects, gain recognition, and there are better chances of promotion, and overall your professional life should be flowing smoothly. In terms of business, the idea is similar. Saturn in the 7th house is about customer connection, and in the sign of Aquarius, it is about finding innovative ways to engage with those in the marketplace. And if you can do that, it will lead to more sales, and you will see progress and expansion of your business. Venus is ruling your 3rd house of self-efforts and 10th house of career, and Venus normally transits a sign every 24 days. So you won't be seeing major results every time it changes a sign. But the periods you do have to be mindful of is around the months of March and April 2024, where Mars will be transiting your 7th house, and this may cause difficulty in relationship with other people. For finances, the 2nd house represents assets such as your bank balance, and when K2 transits this house, it can make it a little bit difficult in growing your bank balance. So if you're someone who is used to saving a percentage of your salary, during the first half of 2024, you may not be able to save as much. There could be many reasons. There could be circumstances to do with having children, or having medical related expenses where you may need to have treatment or surgery, which can take a hit to your savings. There could be study related expenses, or there could be expenses related to property. K2 is an energy of letting go, and in the second house you may be forced to let go of your money. K2 in the second house can also psychologically make you feel like that the money or assets you have is not enough. You could feel dissatisfied with what you have. K2 can also make you feel like you can't enjoy your money. Because K2 is in the sign of Virgo, which is an earth sign, this can show that you could be disorganized in financial matters. For example, you could forget to pay your credit card bill, which would rack up interest. Or you may have to pay late fees on bills or finance charges. Planet Mercury is ruling both your money houses, which are the 2nd and 11th house. And in the months of March and April 2024, Mercury will be in a weak position in the 8th house. And it will also be retrograde. So your finances will be a focal point in your mind during these months. So you have to be careful with online banking and not get scammed by emails or text messages. So while your personal finances may not be in the condition you want, Rahu in the 8th house means it's a good time for joint finances or your spouse's finances if you are married. Rahu in the 8th house means that you can benefit from other people's money. After April 2024, Jupiter will transit into your 10th house, and Jupiter is one of the significators of wealth and prosperity. Here Jupiter will aspect your 2nd house, which will help in improving your personal finances. For relationships and marriage, this is the area of life where there could be some challenges in 2024. Firstly, Saturn is strong in the 7th house, but Saturn is a planet which doesn't have too much interest in love and personal relationships. It can be rather cold and can be unexpressive. So for those that are in a relationship or marriage, and if you have your Venus exalted or other planets in water signs, then you can feel the intensity of this transit a little bit more. So say for example if your Venus is exalted in Pisces, and you have other planets in water signs, that means that love and relationships for you are unconditional, boundless and non-judgmental. You can have very idealistic and emotional approach to love and relationships. So when Saturn transits this house, it brings a sense of realism, and the issues that you never considered will now pop up, and you will have to face them. This transit of Saturn is about being practical in relationships, and Saturn will give you a reality check and show you that being in a relationship is not all about being romantic and passionate. Saturn will bring responsibilities to your relationship, and if you and your partner are already practical and realistic in your approach to your marriage, then Saturn's transit here will not cause you too many issues. But because Ketu and Rahu are on your 2nd and 8th house axis, this is also a time where you might have to sacrifice some of your values and money for your partner and marriage. If you can't sacrifice your values or things which are important to you, then your relationship could have some issues. If you are naturally someone who makes sacrifices and you are devoted to your partner, then this Rahu and Ketu transit will not cause you too many problems. Now, if you are single or you are casually dating people, Saturn in the 7th house is demanding that you take things seriously. So any superficial connection can either end, or this will be a time to take the relationship to the next level. If you are single, this is a time you can come across an older person, either through work or your daily life, and the person can have some unusual things about them. You can also meet a person through dating websites, dating apps, and through friends or network circle. In terms of overall wellness, Saturn is the planet of challenges, and when Saturn is in the 7th house, it is aspecting both your 1st and 4th houses, and therefore influencing 3 out of the 4 Kendra houses. The Kendra houses are the building blocks of your personality, and they represent core parts of your life. Therefore, you can experience moments of frustration and delay in 2024. Now, the level of frustration depends on how you handle Saturn's energy. So this is a year you need to be patient and be resilient in any endeavors. Saturn's aspects are considered harmful, and its aspect on your 1st house means that while you may be focusing on your personal life, you do need to look after your general well-being and ensure you have your own personal time. When Saturn aspects the 1st house, it can be a time when your appearance starts to look older, and it gives aches and pains to your body, especially if you are in your senior years. When Ketu is transiting the 2nd house, this can show an undisciplined diet, where you consume food without thinking. So if you are allergic to any food, you have to be alert about what you put in your mouth. This can also show an unbalanced diet and irregular eating pattern. So you do have to be very careful, because the food a person eats has a massive effect on a person's body and mental state. And because Saturn is aspecting your 1st house, it's important to look after your diet. Ketu in the 2nd house can also cause issues related to eyes, throat, and anything in the face area. Rahu in the 8th house in the sign of Pisces can give feet related disorders such as blisters and anything to do with the private reproductive organs. The 8th house represents surgeries, and if you have to have treatment in a hospital, the recovery time can take a little bit longer, because Rahu in water signs can show excess fluid from any surgical incisions. So overall, this is a positive year for career if you can manage workplace relationships, but there will also be a lot of other things on your mind this year. So therefore, you have to take care of your diet and be a bit more flexible in your personal relationships. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below, or you can email me at exaltedmercury8@gmail.com, and I will see you next time. Thank you.